This is Tom Dillon, the Lifetime Liberal. Today is Wednesday, November 5th, 2025. The title of this rant is, What Happens When a Wild Animal is Cornered? Looking at you, Trumpy. So, we've all heard the story that if you corner a wild animal, they're just going to come at you even harder than they would have before. I agree with that, and that's exactly what Trump is going to do. As the Republicans took, what do you want to call it, a shellacking, a big schmackdown. It was not good. It is a referendum on Trump, even though he's not trying to claim that it is. But let's look at what's going to happen now as that animal, and I am referring to him as an animal, is cornered. Is we know that right now, 2026 is in play. 1/3 of the Senate, all of the House, 218 House members who are Republicans are up for re-election, and I don't know how many Republicans are in the Senate. There'll probably be a couple of those Senate seats in play. We'll see what happens as we go along. But every Republican running is going to have to find a way to distance themselves and let's pretend to try and embrace MAGA as they're running for re-election. So they're running away from Trump. They have to do that, all right? So they have to run away from him because they have to repudiate his policies, especially his policies, let's just say, on immigration, which are just abhorred, immoral, and illegal. All right, so that's not going to be easy because they've embraced him for so long. They've been sucking up to him for so long. It's going to be hard to do that. They also know that from this point on, as a cornered animal, the orange mango is going to demand even more loyalty and allegiance to him and to his policies, and his cruelty is going to increase by, let's just say, it's going to double, it's going to triple. Well, how do I say that the other way? It's going to be squared, it's going to be cubed, it's going to be quadrupled. It is going to get worse, and he will be itching, and I do mean itching, to have a real, and I do mean real, civil war in the United States. He is probably even planning on that, may even start it and blame it on the Democrats, but that's how much mayhem he has to cause so that he can declare martial law, etc., and try and remain in office without having an election itself. That may not happen, but he'll be itching to go as close to that as possible. So this win for the Democrats here, and for, let's just say, all Americans, is only a beginning. Because, as I said, his cruelty will, let's just say, violently increase. And it will get worse before it gets better. And the other thing I want to say is that the sycophants that are closest to him, they have already committed crimes. And the question is, will they go so far as to allow for the murder of innocent Americans, unarmed Americans in the United States by the ravings of the complete maniac, who they know he's a maniac. They know he's sick. Will they commit murder? And this opposition party of the Democrats, they must confront him at every turn. They must preempt him. They must call on the vast majority of Americans who are not MAGA into denouncing him, his policies, and all of his people. That must be done every day from now on. And the only thing I can say to that, my new slogan is going to be, vote blue, embrace liberalism.